In an interview with ET, Gypsy-Rose Blanchard talks about her future with Ken Urker and her relationship with her ex, Ryan Anderson. The future with her ex-fans and current lover, Ken Urker, and her estranged husband, Ryan Anderson, are topics of discussion for Gypsy-Rose Blanchard. Gypsy opened up about her regrets over her marriage to Ryan, her friendship with Ken, and her new Lifetime documentary, Gypsy-Rose Blanchard, Life After Lockup, in an exclusive conversation with ET's Deirdre Bihar. An intimate look at Gypsy's life outside prison is provided in this new series, which is a follow-up to the prison confessions of Gypsy-Rose Blanchard. The 32-year-old Gypsy gave her motivation for doing the show. Because honestly, when I was in prison, the prison confessions was a way for me to share my story in a very exclusive way and what I was going through in prison with my parole hearing. Gypsy explains, I'm so over being this version of myself in prison. I'm over labeling things. I desired to demonstrate to others that I was capable of becoming more than my labels. Gypsy's brief marriage to Ryan, which transpired while she was incarcerated, has come to a regrettable conclusion. I regret getting married in prison so quickly, but I don't regret my love with Ryan. Living with someone makes a big difference, and looking back, I can see where people were coming from. Gypsy muses. Despite assertions made by the media that little problems were to blame, she disclosed that the decision to dissolve the marriage was the result of a series of events rather than a single incident. It wasn't anything like what the headlines were saying about a fridge and food. It was a bunch of things that all compiled together. She says, Gypsy and Ryan are currently divorcing, but their divorce is still early. Gypsy states, we're just getting started, so it will be October because we need to wait the 180 days to start this process. And she adds that they haven't yet had their initial court date. Gypsy talked affectionately about reigniting her romance with Ken, in contrast to her turbulent relationship with Ryan. Getting to that mindset, where I felt over the course of a couple of months, I felt more disconnected from Ryan emotionally. Ken and I have always remained friends even after our breakup in 2019. Gypsy says, Ryan doesn't like that Gypsy and Ken are back together, but they've managed to make things work. When my marriage was over, Ken and I were developing a reconnection, she recalls. Gypsy characterized her current partnership with Ken as a quest for contentment. Gypsy tells Ken about a crucial meeting she had in late April, saying, I've always loved you, you've always loved me, so let's just be happy. Gypsy stated that Ken will be moving very soon, even though he isn't yet residing in Louisiana. However, because of her parole requirements, they won't be living together straight away. I have to be paroled to my family. We're not going to live together. We'll visit each other. We'll see each other. We'll hang out. We'll date and do this the right way, she continues. Ken is set to feature in the upcoming docuseries as well, but he has some early doubts. I've been doing this for so long, and I have a comfortability in front of the cameras, whereas he doesn't, says Gypsy. She thinks viewers will connect with their on-screen chemistry, nevertheless, despite Ken's reticence at first. Our energy on camera is just like you can see the connection. You can see the love. It's very obvious, she says. Gypsy clarified that their lives had taken different turns in response to critics who questioned why she married Ryan if she believed Ken was her soulmate. He dissolved our relationship back in 2019, and I was on mine. My partner back then was Ryan. At the time, Ken and I were simply traveling along two different routes, which have now coincidentally crossed again, she recalls. Gypsy is excited about the future and her changing relationships as she starts this new chapter in her life. She is excited to share her story with the public through her new series and says, everything's going really good with us regarding her relationship with Ken.